It's hard to believe, but the quintessential American sports car has been around for 60 years. The 2013 Chevrolet Corvette. This one's the 427, top of the line. It's the last of the C6s. So does it hold up the vet tradition of brute power and performance? Let's find out. In terms of looks, there's certainly been some standouts to the past 60 years. The split window is definitely one of them, and for me, the 70s Corvette was definitely one of my favorites. And I think this one is a standout favorite too. Just look at the power that it emulates. Very impressive. It looks fast just standing still. Check out those quad exhausts. And most importantly, it's easy to identify it as a Corvette. As you'd expect, the interior is simple, sporty, and classy. This one has the blue diamond leather package. It's all power, and it also comes with the 60th anniversary logos right on the seat. All power windows and locks. Notice the suede with blue stitching there. This is the button that gets you out of the car. There's no mistaking that you're inside a Corvette. To me, the infotainment screen feels a little bit aftermarket. You do get dual zone climate control and heated seats as well. The steering wheel is also suede. Personally, I'd prefer leather, but it does come with the 60th anniversary logos, and you also get them on the tach and speedometer too. Very nice. The cruise control is in a slightly curious place, but you can get used to it. There's also trip information right in front of you. Very useful, and you also get information on your range and instant fuel economy too. There's 2 cup holders, 6-speed manual transmission, of course, and in the console there's some storage. It's pretty flat, but it does house your charger and also the hookup for your iPhone or smartphone. And here's what the dash looks like at night. No complaints here. Looks good. There is access to the back storage area from the front. Opening the trunk from the back here, it's actually a little bit deeper than you think. I was actually able to fit not just a guitar case, but also a mandolin case too. Pretty impressive for a true sports car. The Vette is powered by a 7-liter V8, which makes 505 horsepower. That's good enough for a 0 to 60 time in under 4 seconds. That's good for a top speed of over 190 miles per hour. It'll also pull 1 lateral G of cornering force. And most impressively, you'll get 26 miles per gallon on the highway, but just 16 in the city. So pricing for the 2013 427 Special Edition 60th Anniversary Vette comes in at right around $75,000. Now the SC1 package, that's going to set you back about $9,500, and that includes things like leather, power seats, even has power lumbar support and power side bolstering. Very nice. It basically, whether you're skinny or not so skinny, adjust the side bolsters to hold you in the seat well when cornering, so that's really cool. The carbon fiber package is $29.95, and there's also the 60th anniversary package, which adds a lot of 60th anniversary logos all over the car, and you're out the door pretty darn near $90,000. Now, that's certainly not inexpensive, but considering that for that price, you're getting the performance of cars that cost many times twice as much, well, it's pretty much a good deal. So the Corvette has endured for 60 years now, and one of the reasons for that is the timeless design. When you're looking out over the hood, nice long hood, and you see the flares over the wheel arches, well, you know you're in a Vette, and that's something that is kind of intangible. Certain cars like E-Type Jags, Ferraris, certainly the Porsche 911, modern Infinitis, you always know that you're behind the wheel of that car and only that car. In this case, that car is the Corvette. It has endured and passed the test of time. Now to me, with the target top off, the fun factor of the Vette really steps it up a notch. There's nothing like open air al fresco motoring. It's also my opinion that a sports car should be small, quick, and docile. Now, the Vette is certainly not a small car. It's very large. That's due in part to the big engine up front and the long hood. But, you know, it does make up for it in many aspects. First off, the torque is incredible. It's got plenty of power pretty much anywhere in the rev band, and it is surprisingly, even still, despite its size, a very chuckable and placeable car. The steering is amazing, and the brakes are also amazing. With the twist of a knob on the console here, you can go from touring to sport mode. And basically what you have is magnetic ride control. How does it work? Well, in lay terms, basically it's like plasma. And in the touring mode, the plasma is softer. It's more jelly-like. And when you put it into sport mode, well, it firms things up a bit. So it's like maybe a much harder gel rubber-like substance. Firms things up. So there's a lot more technology than that, but that's, in a simple way, what it does. And it simply works very well. This is where the Vette really comes alive. Got it in sport mode for the suspension. Let's listen. Really nice. It really sticks like glue in a way that most cars can't even dream of. Huge tires, huge amounts of grip, and really you've got to do a lot to be able to lose control of this car. Especially with traction control on. So to me, one of the greatest things about GM cars and this Corvette here is the heads-up display. Basically, without even looking away, you can look straight forward and it projects your speed, and in this case, also your cornering forces. Look at this, see? 0.2 G's pulled right there, 0.11. And you can see all that information without even looking up. This is in the track mode, which gives you your G-forces, but in normal mode, it'll just give you your speedometer. And of course, it'll also show you navigation if you're in navigation. So it's really helpful in keeping your eyes on the road. So here I am stuck in traffic in the Vette, and you'd think it would be an absolutely miserable experience, but it's not that bad. Clutch operation is very easy. You have to be precise when shifting, but it's surprisingly easy throws and short throws. And as an added benefit, even though this is a Vette built for speed, there's a lot of comfort too. Heated seats, navigation, XM radio. What more could you ask for, really? So you can drive this car all year round. That is, unless you live in a very snowy environment. Definitely has a low stance, and you're gonna run into some speed bumps and curbs, certainly going into driveways, but just be careful and you can live with this car year round. Now I get to drive some pretty cool cars, and this Corvette is certainly one of those pretty cool cars. It's a car that you don't want to give back. It's fast. Sure, it's fast. There's lots of cars that are fast. I've recently driven the Nissan GT-R, Lamborghini Gallardo, Ferraris, nice Porsches. You know, they're all fast cars, Lotus Evora. And a good thing about these cars is, you know, they all have their distinctive style. Lotus is lightweight with nice power. But the Corvette has always been about that big engine up front and that bold American styling and just gobs of horsepower. Sure, there might be cars out there that are faster, but that's not what it's all about. You know, this Corvette has endured for 60 years, not just because of some fluke. This has the right formula. You know, they can build a Ford Mustang and put 1,000 horsepower in it. Okay, it might even be faster than this, but so what? This is a Corvette. This is America's sports car. It makes you proud to be an American driving this car. You know, like I said, it's a science to it. There's a reason that the Rolling Stones are still around. There's a reason that r.e.m. lasted for so many years and went out because they wanted to go out. You know, and this Corvette has it. It's the right combination of brute horsepower, great shape, and still cutting-edge technology. So, does it carry on the tradition well as the last of the C6 vets in 60 years? It absolutely does. I'm Drivin' Ivan Katz.